Right now I'm with my gorgeous friend, a beautiful actress, award-winning actress, Ghanaian diva, entrepreneur, beautypreneur, Juliet Ibrahim. See, I even sang
crazy.
Juliet Ibrahim.
You're crazy.
How are you, lovey?
I'm fine. And you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay.
Fine. Do you like your makeup?
Of course I do. I do. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this kind of dark lips before.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Your first time?
So I like it. I like
Nice.
it, yeah.
It looks really, really nice. I just wanted to glam you up. You always look glam, and I said,
Thank
okay,
you.
since we're hanging out today,
Yeah.
how about us, going to do our makeup? I wanted us to do 1,000,001 things, but you're very busy.
I
and we have
know.
like 15 meetings today,
Yeah.
so we have
But
to
you
do
still
this.
owe me spa treatment and
Yes.
things.
The next time we hang out, that's
Yes.
what we're going to do.
Yeah. for
Okay,
sure.
so the whole essence of this is for people to get to know your story, for people to know how the Juliet Ibrahim brand started, because this is a big brand. We're
Yeah.
talking lashes. I'm wearing shades by Juliet Ibrahim, by
Yes.
the way. Her lashes. We're talking lashes. We're
Yeah.
talking lipstick. We're talking you as a
Business
singer.
woman
We're
and
talking you as an
everything.
actress, as a businesswoman, as a
Yeah.
brand. How did it all start? Let's start from the acting part, which a lot of people know.
Yeah. First of all, people don't know that I'm half Lebanese, and Lebanese people, we are business-minded people. So that's where it starts. So I always tell people that, listen, I'm like an Igbo person from Nigeria. I'm half Lebanese. But acting started for me in 2004. I won a beauty pageant in Accra, Ghana. And when I won, there was a producer in the audience who said I should come for an audition that very week.
In Lagos?
No, in Accra.
In Accra.
Yeah. So I went there and got a lead role. Yeah, so I got a lead role in 2004 for a movie, and that was how I became very popular in Ghana. Then Chinny was shooting a movie in Nigeria. At that time, I didn't know him, like personally. I knew who he was. And I was on Facebook. At that time, I was talking to Tonto DK because she was acting, and she was my friend in Nigeria. We hadn't met then, but we were like Facebook friends. And I sent her a message that, hi Tonto, I'm an actress in Ghana now. I've started acting, and I would really like to come and do a movie in Nigeria. Like if at all she can push me through, whichever way she can. And she said, why not? There's a famous director called Chinny that is filming this week. Take his contact and call him up. I'm sure he will help. So immediately I called Chinny. He's like, oh yeah, I know you. I saw you in Ghana in one movie and da 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 da. It's like, okay, there's a role for you. So you can come to Nigeria and we'll arrange everything for you to come, and then you shoot with Osofia at the time. Okay. So I came, and that was how it started for me, because as I filmed with Osofia, Tonto was in the movie, and the next movie I was in, she was in it as well, and that's how our career just blossomed. And yes, ever since then, 10 years in acting.
It's over 10 years now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow, that's great. Yeah. So Tonto played a very, very major part.
Yes, she did.
Your
Yes.
acting. Awesome. Now, would you say that there's still a lot of women out there who are helpful to others? Because that's a clear case of a woman who supported another woman.
True, yeah.
Because we keep using the hashtag on social media, women supporting women.
Yes.
And then, some people say, oh, women do support. Some other people say women do not support women.
Yeah, I always say women don't support women because it is still in the process. It's only open-minded women and matured women and, people who know what they're about that would easily support another woman, to the point where she becomes successful or even more successful than you that you're supporting the person. So we're getting there. Yes, women have this issue of competitiveness where they always think that, oh, I have to compete with this person, but it shouldn't be that way, because if you have that in the back of your mind, you don't progress. That's what I see it as. I have an open mind to everybody I meet because I don't know who is who. And funny enough, you meet people randomly, especially women, and sometimes they won't even greet you just because she sees maybe you are a threat, or she feels like you are a threat to her. And that's the problem, we need to change that mentality. I think right now most of us, like celebrities and socialites, are trying to change that little, perception that women cannot support women. So you find it every now and then where people are on social media, you help me hype something, another person will buy my product, another person will buy this person's product, or go to her salon, go to her restaurant. Support yourselves, because that's the only way we can be able to make it. And I keep telling ladies that if you support yourselves, you won't need to be needing a man to do everything for you. Because if you can help another woman to build herself, to be independent, she wouldn't need to be relying on a man's help or something, yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
You're so right. Okay, let's quickly talk about the Juliet Ibrahim Foundation.
Okay.
Well done, you're doing so well. I know you
Thank
organized
you.
the football
But you
match
didn't
again.
come.
No, then I just had a baby.
Yes, I remember
I was supposed to
now.
come.
True.
So I would have come.
Yeah,
But the
I
next
remember.
one, we're doing it
Yes,
together.
but we must beat Nigeria.
We must beat Ghana.
It was so much fun.
My friends were there.
Oh,
they had a
I
blast.
know. They had fun. And the thing is, I've been running the NGO, the Juliet Ibrahim Foundation, for 6 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 years. What we started off doing was raising funds for patients that have to go through dialysis or have kidney failure or need a kidney transplant. That's what I started off with. And I started off with that because I had 2 aunties who were diagnosed with kidney failure during that period. So I realized that it was something people don't look at. People didn't really go to hospitals to say, I need to check my kidneys on a regular. Nobody cares. Nobody knows. If they feel middle fever or whatever, so maybe it's malaria, then you do over-the-counter drug. But the same over-the-counter drug and painkillers and herbal medicines can affect your kidneys and keep making you sick with those similar symptoms that malaria or a typhoid will give you. And people don't look at those things. So I had to go look into it, do my research, met with doctors, friends, and then they told me it's a very good thing you're trying to do. And funny enough, when I launched the NGO, I started hearing about kidney failures here and there, as if it was malaria. Wow. Yeah, it just became serious. People were contacting me from all over Nigeria. They would email me, please help my mother, help my sister, my brother has kidney failure. It's like people are there suffering from this problem, but they don't come out to say it because people don't focus on it. Nobody seems to listen, and it's one of the most expensive disease ever. Because if you have a kidney failure, you have to go through dialysis.
Yes.
And dialysis is 3 times in a week for the rest of your life.
Wow.
And that's about $100. Maybe that's $40K per day.
Wow.
3 times in a week for the rest of your life.
Goodness.
And most people that get affected will be poor people, people who will be taking herbal medicine all the time, people who overdrink or drink a lot, smokers, even job hazards. Sometimes you're working too much in a salon or maybe even what do they call these people? Mechanics. Yeah, all those people, they are prone to getting affected. But the least we can do, what I do, my NGO, is create awareness. So we have World Kidney Day walks. In March, we'll walk the street, create awareness, share flyers, talk about it on loudspeakers and stuff. I do little videos, educational videos every now and then organize these events where my celebrity friends will come and support me. The fans come around, who raise funds and then help pay for bills for some people. We've not had any major sponsor yet, or like a donor that we know we can go to anytime for funding, but people have been helping every now and then when we do the whole social media fundraising and stuff. But we just recently registered in Nigeria, so we had our first awareness walk last year, and it was attended by a lot of celebrities, Praise, AY, the comedian, a whole lot of people, Moda, Mona Lisa Chinda, Desmond Elliott, and we did it with a friend of mine, a colleague of mine. So it was a big thing, and I look forward to doing a lot more in Nigeria as well, because I realized that even now, you heard about my colleagues that have, one died from kidney failure, and then there's one currently that has a kidney problem. And you know, we entertainers, we hardly have time to take care of ourselves and look after our health, because we're always on the road. We're always on the road. There's no time to go to hospital to check, and sometimes you're even afraid, because I speak to my colleagues and they're like, I'm even scared to go to the hospital to do a check because there's no confidentiality there. You know, somebody can easily pick up your reports and announce whatever it is.
Put it out there.
So it is a big problem. So you find them waiting to travel abroad before they can do a checkup or something. So we're really trying, you know, to make sure that we create awareness among ourselves. That's why people always ask on social media, why is it that only celebrities are, you know, having this problem, or these people, why can't they check themselves? Is sometimes people just overlook those things. The symptoms, like I said, is just like having malaria symptoms, you know, little things. But we just need to create more awareness, and that's what I'm doing with my NGO for now, because I can't raise so much money to send every patient I have abroad for surgery, for transplant.
What's the next step for your NGO? What are you currently working on?
So right now what we're working on is, we just did a registration for Nigeria because we wanted to do a launch, and then we structure what we are going to be doing in Nigeria, because I get so many emails from people that I should help them and their family members do transplants or pay bills. So we need to structure it first of all, because I know Nigerians are very kind-hearted when it comes to those things. They always help. I see on social media, they're always helping people, but we need to be the ones that will structure it and then come out with the right people that we know that if we raise funds, this person will come out alive, and you know, and it's genuine and everything. So we're still working on that project, but we have in October we're organizing, we do an annual event, and is in line with the Halloween period. So we do a costume party event. So fans, everybody come out, and every single money raised from whatever it is we do at the event goes to charity. So we will select maybe 6 patients, 7 patients, and then we pay off your dialysis bills for the period. So how do you
select the people?
Usually we look at cases that are very rare, like people who are extremely poor, who cannot afford it. Like there's a mother recently that I helped, because her son is he's in school and he's not working. He's 17 years old. She earns every month about $100, and she has to pay for him 3 times a week.
Oh my goodness.
So she doesn't have.
Here in Nigeria?
No, she's in Ghana. Wow. So we tend to just select those people, that are very,
Wow. Okay. So one of the reasons why I'm doing this, I told you earlier on, is because I get messages from people. People are going through stuff and they don't know who to talk to. People send me messages about stuff that they're going through. Some had even, you know, sent me messages about how they thought about committing suicide because they were going through stuff. And by the time I picked up my phone to call them, because I always say, okay, send me a number so I can call. And I heard their stories. There are problems that can be solved or could be solved, and the ones I could help out, I helped out. So I realized that people need to know that everyone has issues. Everyone has stuff that they're going through. And you know, when they hear from celebrities like you, people who are doing very well in their chosen fields, they should know that you have also been through stuff. I've been through stuff. Everyone goes through stuff. And you know, when you come out of those things alive, when you come out standing tall with your head above, then you know that there's hope. So I also want them to know that there's actually hope. and there's light at the end of the
There's
tunnel.
always,
So
yeah.
what have you been through that people can learn from, and people can say, oh, if Juliet Ibrahim went through this and she came out of this, then I can also go through what I'm going through right now, and I will come out of it.
Yeah, there's if I start to
If I start to
talk, I swear, like sometimes it's amazing, you know. I don't know, man, but people don't know, you know. I've experienced 3 civil wars. Civil wars mean civil wars.
Wow.
Liberia Civil War.
You were there?
Lebanon Civil War. Yeah, and then Ivory Coast War.
No way.
So with my family, we were in Liberia. My dad, he's a Lebanese and he was a businessman. So he used to run a supermarket in Liberia. And that's where he met my mom. And we were there for a while, and in 1990, yeah, the first war broke out. And it's like you have a supermarket. It's like having Lebanon supermarket, and then because of the war in that area, you have to leave that supermarket and take everything in it, and just take your family and yourself out of the country.
Wow.
That was what happened. So we went through that. We went to Lebanon, and Lebanon war started in 1992.
Wow.
And this one, 2 years after, and this one, I would see myself, because I'm the firstborn of my family, yeah. And even though I was still a kid, I still saw everything. It made me grow up so fast because I was the firstborn. I had to help my mom. But my dad went to work one morning, and we were just like in the house, only to just see that the building, the other like story building that is opposite us, just dropped.
My goodness.
There was a bomb that was sent to it, and it just fell down on the floor.
No
and then I
way.
shouted, and my mom was like, let's run everybody downstairs. So how they build their houses in Lebanon, they always have an underground, under the very last floor. There's like a basement. So everybody in the building has to go down there under the basement. So we were on the 9th floor. I remember we had to. My mom carried my little brother because he was little by then, and then I had to carry my sister Sonia, and then we run down the stairs. And you can't go through elevator, so you have to go down the stairs, 9 floors. And everybody will hide under the basement.
Why can't you go through the elevator?
Because maybe there's bombing, something can happen. You get stuck, so you have to go down the stairs. So we went there, and then we hid under the basement. And we went through that, but when my dad came back, I remember that they had that discussion, and then we had to go back to Liberia.
Wow.
Yeah, because then Liberia war had ceased down. We were in Liberia in 92 again, escaped the war in Lebanon, and then 94, the civil war broke out in Liberia. And this time around, it happened where we were only warned in the middle of the night. Somebody just came to tell my parents that you need to leave because tomorrow they are striking. So that's how we called every family member, every friend that we had. This is to let everybody go. Like, everybody just get together and let's go. So once again, everybody just had a backpack because there's no time to pack. There's no time to carry anything. So you leave everything.
No.
We've lost every single thing that we had each time, and then started all over again. I saw them try to shoot my parents, my dad, and my mom would like stand in front of them like, kill me. If you want to kill my husband, you kill me first. I saw them shoot between my mom's legs. At one point, I experienced a whole lot when I was a kid. I even saw them try to rape one of my cousins who was with us. My mom had to fight, and what saved us or saved her that day was when the jet bombers were flying over, so the rebels had to all take cover. And they put like green grass and stuff over themselves, and paint themselves with like sand so that they can hide. So we too had to hide under the banana trees and stuff. And that was how we escaped that. And once we escaped, we're at the Ivory Coast border already. So we just used canoes, and the guys couldn't be on the canoes. They put the ladies, and the guys have to paddle and swim us across. And I lost a cousin, my mom's first son. Her sister's son. He's drowned in that process. Like I've gone through a whole lot in life, but we got to Ivory Coast and we were alive. That was the most important thing. We started sleeping off on the ground because we didn't have any mattress, nothing. We got to another Lebanese relative of ours, and we slept on their floor. And my little sister was like a baby at that time, so we stayed on the floor for weeks till our dad could get money from his Lebanese friends, buy a mattress, buy this one, buy that one. And then he got a place. Lebanese will always loan themselves something. They are always there for themselves. So he got a place for us, rented a 2-bedroom apartment, and we were like 7, 8 people in the house. We stayed there. People don't understand, like they don't really know. I've actually stayed, you know those mud houses they have?
Yes.
I've actually stayed in one before.
My goodness.
Yes. So like I've had my experiences because I've had to live as a refugee, in Ivory Coast for a bit before I could, and it was crazy because we lived like 10 years in Ivory Coast. That's why I speak very good French. People don't know I read and write French. Yeah, and then the war broke out in Ivory Coast. And guess what? Our dad wasn't around at that time. He was working, I think, in Lebanon or somewhere. So he had to call my mom, like, just leave the supermarket like that.
Again.
Take the kids and leave to Ghana. That's just go back to Ghana. That's it.
My goodness.
And that's how we went by road
to Ghana.
But when we were going, we didn't have the car that was taking my mom, the little one, and my brother. Didn't have space for me and my other sister. So we had to separate as a family.
This is like a movie,
yes,
Juliet.
I swear. I intend to do something one day.
Are you kidding me?
It's crazy though, but I've gone through a lot.
So you guys had to
So
go
we
in
have to
another
separate.
car?
Yeah, we went on the public transport. Like the public transport you have.
That was
My
carrying
sister and I.
carrying a lot of people.
Yes. And then my mom and the little ones got some car that a friend that was going with his family. So there was no space for us. So we went by ourselves. We made it. I remember when the rebels would stop the bus and tell everybody to get down. No, there's no mobile phones. You have to get there and then look for maybe com center and then you do your call. Yeah. So luckily for us, they stopped the bus. Like they will stop and search the bus. Yeah, they will do that. And then we got lucky again because they were like trying to harass us that we should open the bags, what's inside the bag and whatever. And then I think they'll get a phone call and they will
leave.
Yeah, they will leave, And that was what saved us. And then we got into Abidjan because we were not staying in Abidjan. Ivory Coast is big. I was in another city. So we got into Abidjan where my mom was. I got a hotel for us in a place called Dabu, and I called my mom that, we are safe, we're here. And then we finally met at the border in Ghana. So we met at the border in Ghana. Do you know what happened? As soon as we crossed the border, I just fainted.
Oh.
It's like, it's like when you've suffered, like, I'm here. My mom was now worried, like, oh my God. So I was sick for 4 weeks in Accra. When we, from the border, as we went by the bus and got to Accra, I was in a hospital for 4 weeks, sick. Wow. It was that bad. But guess what? We came with just one bags. And now I am where I am today. So I look at people, complain and everything. I'm like, no, God always has a reason. There's always a reason. I remember when we wanted to, when we were growing up, my dad was fighting for us to go and live in the States and everything. And they denied us visa 100 times. He will go with the whole family.
How can they deny you visa?
That's back then now. Nobody knew who I was. And guess what? My mom was like, are you sure they're not going to deny us again? The first time I ever went to apply as an actress, I said, deny you for what again? You're rolling with actress, man.
The big girl.
And that was it. Bam, stamp, 5 years visa. Ooh. My mom, 5 years visa. My kid, 5 years visa. Like, wow. And that was it. Wow. So sometimes you don't need to be there. That's why God doesn't put you there. So you can try so hard, you can be praying so hard, you can do everything to make that one thing work, and it doesn't work for you. Maybe because that's not your calling, that's not where you're supposed to be. So focus on something else. Let everything happen the way it's supposed to happen. Because if everything else had gone so right for me back then, or my family, I won't be where I am today. So that's why I always believe I'm put in this position for a purpose, for a particular reason. So I make use of it. If you follow me on social media, you'll see I'm always talking inspirational stuff. Because I know where I've come from. And this is just my family story. But my personal life, that's for another day.
1,000,001 stories.
Another day.
We're gonna get there one day.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you balance being a mother and then being all these things as well? I know you're a mom too.
Yes,
very,
it's not
very,
easy.
Very handsome, young.
Yes, boy, Abby. It's not easy though. My mom helps me a lot when I have to work, because I have to work. I'm a single mother, so it's not easy. Yeah, I try my best to balance. If I'm away for 2 weeks, 2 weeks I'm with him. In and out. It's not easy, but at least I try. Yeah.
For grandmas.
I try.
Grandmas are the best.
I swear, they're the best.
Okay, awesome.
We'll soon be grandmas. So.
I know. Okay, so I have some I want to play a quick game with
Okay.
you. Just before we. Do you want a drink? What do you want?
Yeah, I don't mind. We can have a
Chapman.
drink. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
You want
Cool.
Chapman
Yeah.
as well? Okay, so
Can
let's
do
get
Chapman. Yeah.
Let me just get someone's Chapman.
Bill.
Please let me get someone's
I hope it's not so long. It's fine, Abi.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I can talk.
Fine. Juliet, you can talk.
I can talk. Don't tell me.
can
Sometimes when
talk.
I go for interviews, they say, please, I hope you're not going to be feel bad. My questions are a lot. I say, your questions are not a lot, too, because I will answer your questions inside the previous question. You will see an answer there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a quick game. Very, very quick. Quick game, then we'll talk about shades and then your lipstick line.
Okay, all right.
So let's just do this quick. You're going to be very fast. Quick,
Okay,
quick.
all right.
So this one, you nod yes or no.
Okay.
If
Do I have
you
to say it or
no,
just
no,
not?
just
Okay.
romantic, loves food, pet lover, traveler, book lover, quiet.
Very.
You're right.
Very.
Okay, so this one you answer. Light skinned or dark skinned guys?
Both.
Fast cars or SUVs?
SUV.
African or American clothes?
African.
Dibanj or Sakodi?
None.
Ramsey Noah or Majid?
Majid.
Efia or Waje?
Efia.
Champagne or wine?
Wine.
Natural hair or weaves?
Natural hair.
Makeup or no makeup?
No makeup. I wish, but I have to wear makeup.
Party rocker or sit on they look?
Party rocker. Hey, on top of the chair rocker.
Table safe.
Yes, now.
Okay. Outgoing or rather sit at home?
Rather sit at home.
Music or movies?
Music. Music.
Yeah.
So you
that
know
was
me,
fun.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
The real Juliet Ibrahim. Yes, one Chapman, please. Can we have two? Chapman, yes. The real Juliet Ibrahim. Okay, so let's quickly talk about shades.
Okay.
Which I've got on. I got my shades on.
I know you got it on.
Tormented in the whole of Instagram.
Yes.
Every day I'm like,
Thank you so
shades
much.
by
Thank you.
Juliet Ibrahim.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I like supporting women who are
Thank
doing
you.
stuff. So
Thank
well
you.
done.
Yeah.
I know you have a lipstick line.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
have bought that.
Yeah, we're about to launch it. In Nigeria.
Awesome.
It's called Moda lipstick.
Moda lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it comes lipstick. It comes with lip gloss, and then it comes with a jumbo kind of lipstick. It's like a lip gloss, very thin, not the normal lip gloss. So it's cute. Ladies like it. Yeah. And then the eyelashes shades. I think it got to a point where I've been trying to see what I can do aside the acting, and what's best to go into. I had a beauty salon in Accra,
Is it
in
House of
Ghana.
Glamour?
No, it's called Vogue Beauty Salon.
Beauty.
And House of Glamour is a boutique and it sales of everything, yeah. So I decided what I can do that is in that cosmetic area. And yeah, the lipstick, makeup and everything, I realized everybody's doing it. And even though there's a demand for it, but it's quite competitive. So I figured what is it that I like? What is it that I always want to do and have on? And I realized it's eyelashes. I like very full lashes, and I love my lipstick. Like I can go without makeup the whole day, but I must have lipstick on. So I got the advice from my manager. He's like, yeah, so do what you like, and then you realize that ladies will want to have what you have on, and that's how the eyelashes came about. Shades by Juliet Ibrahim is now everywhere, selling online. It's in salon stores in Nigeria, Ghana. I even have people in Kenya who have started selling it, and I'm getting requests from everywhere. People love the packaging, they love the lashes, and I thank God that at least I was able to do something that I can fall back on anytime. That's the most important thing.
It is.
Because you can be here forever. Who knows, if I get married again, the man will say, it's okay now, the acting is okay. Focus on your business. So I need to have something to focus on and fall back on when the time comes. But we thank God. The lipstick is also amazing. It's matte feel, but it's also moisturizing. So your lip is not dry the whole time. Even though it's matte, it stays on for hours, but it's still moisturized. So, and then the lip gloss comes with argan oil, so it's very healthy, very good. And I thank God for it. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Juliet. I had fun hanging out with you.
Yeah, me too.
I had fun.
Yeah, our drinks
Okay,
are
our drinks are
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Juliet. You can have yours first.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I had
Chin
so
chin.
much fun. Cheers, 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 cheers. Let me hold it properly.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Lovely. Okay, so. Okay, so any final words to young people at home who are watching?
Yeah.
People who want to be the next Juliet Ibrahim.
I know. I get like those messages a lot. People admire me and they want to be like me. What I always say is they have to just stay devoted to themselves. Know what you want to do. Stay determined. If you know what you want to do and what you have, nobody can use it against you and tell you they're doing you favors because you know what you have in you. And that's one thing I realized. Most young girls get carried away because people will be like, I'm doing you a favor. You're not doing me a favor. If something is for you, it's for you. You don't need people to tell you they're doing you favors. If somebody wants to do you a favor, they'll do it with a good heart. They don't have to remind you, you know. So nobody should rush into doing something or wanting to be like Juliet because she's on TV. Maybe this is my calling. Maybe your calling is being behind the camera. Maybe your calling is helping somebody in a hospital or saving a life or being a lawyer or something. So I think it's about you finding your calling and then knowing and working towards it. Education is key at the end of the day. You need to know your do's and don'ts. You need to know ABCs. So you have to go to school. Then you can follow up on your calling. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Well said. Wow, thank you so much, Juliet. I had a blast.
I'm enjoying this Chapman.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
I want
darling.
you to speak French. I want you to say bye-bye to everybody in
Say
French.
au revoir.
I know,
Au revoir.
au revoir.
Yes.
But
Au revoir
that's-
tout le
That's
monde.
something I know. I want you to go.
Salut. That's hi.
And I
Au
know you don't
revoir
only
tout le
speak French. You
monde.
speak French.
I learned Spanish,
Spanish as
but
well.
because I don't live in Spain,
You have to
I'm
have
like
it speaking.
un poco, poquito, poquito. That's all I can do. And guess what? Do you know when I first practiced my Spanish? I was at the airport in I think some country, and then there was this Spanish woman who was stranded. The woman was crying in front of the ticket agent, and I felt bad. I was like, okay, let me just try the little I know in Spanish and ask, because the lady is speaking English and they don't understand her Spanish, and they're like back and forth. I was like, okay, she should explain to me in Spanish and she should just take her time, not so fast. And she said she had booked online her ticket and they sent her the reservation, but apparently the card was declined. So I had to interpret what I heard to tell the agent. The agent said, okay, she has to call the company that booked her. So I don't give her my phone. And then she called the person, and that was the first time I ever used my Spanish.
Woohoo!
I saved her
You
life.
saved the life.
And she was so happy, like, oh, gracias, gracias, gracias. I was like, oh, de nada, de nada.
Wow.
Yeah,
thank
it
you
was
so,
cool,
so
yeah.
much. Awesome. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ariyike Weekly. I wish I could speak French. I wish I could speak Spanish. Merci beaucoup, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Awesome. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Eshe. All right, guys. See you guys soon. This has been a special episode of Ariyike Weekly. Look out for another episode next month. It's going to be once a month. Yeah. Huge shout out to everyone that supported me. Makeup by Chinny, Mason LaPearl, my stylist, Juliet Ibrahim, my bae, my boo, Intrepid Visual, BLD, my crew, Adrian, Shola, Tola, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you guys. Love you.